It is 2:31 in the morning, but I had to make this video because I'm pissed. Because there's so much information out there that is wrong about how to actually make money with brand skilling. So I'm saying, fuck it. I'm going to expose the entire system I use to make money with freelance brand skilling, as well as some of my students. I prepared a 5-step formula for you guys today that's going over from start to finish, okay? Before we begin, let's get a good idea of what freelance brand skilling actually is for other people that are new, okay? Now, as a freelance brand skiller, whatever you want to call it, you're essentially going to be running ads and managing marketing for brands and businesses, getting paid monthly to do so, okay? Whether you're bringing in more customers or more sales, you're handling all the ads, they're handling the hard work behind that, okay? And before I teach you anything, all right, here are real students of mine getting real results doing exactly what I'm about to show you in this video, okay? Let's start off from the beginning here. Zen, 7 meetings booked for tomorrow. Kev bought a Rolex with a payment receipt right here to show for it. Orlo, 2 clients locked in the same day. Smokey, $500 a month flooring company right here on a retainer as well. Another $500 a month retainer. Edgar, a 15-year-old in our program who made $1,250 in the past week. Insane, right? Kelvin right here, $3,000 in the past 5 days, also doing $20,000 a month with freelance brand skilling, and some of my own personal payouts, right? I can go on and on and on about these results, but it would take me an entire video, okay? $7,000 payout, $8,000 payout, $12,000 payout, list goes on and on, all right? You've seen enough, okay? Let's start off with the first thing of this 5-step formula I prepared for you guys today, and that is finding your actual clients to sign, okay? And there's a few different things that you can do to find these clients and get them to where they're going to pay you. Now, the first thing is cold Instagram outreach. All right, here's a script right here. We're going to go over this right now. You could go on Instagram, search on the search bar, whatever niche you want to get into. If it's car detailing, search up car detailers in Arizona. That's where I'm located. I would recommend doing it in your area. So if you're in a specific state, you should do it in Arizona. Or if you're in like Cali, go do it in Cali, whatever. It's just more comfortable because you can communicate with the client because you're familiar with the area, okay? Just makes more credibility, more sense for you to do that, all right? Script right here is, hey there, I'm looking to reach out and help you attract consistent clients with Facebook and Instagram ads. I'm offering a complimentary week of ads, no strings attached. Would you like me to set one up for you, right? Super simple, easy message right there. Bags a lot of responses. Definitely recommend trying that. If you want to try some more scripts, honestly, just try ChatGPT if I were you, okay? Next thing is Facebook groups, okay? This is an underrated one right here, and I have never seen anybody talk about this, so I'm doing it right now live, okay? Now, I used to live in Tempe, a town in Arizona, okay? I joined their group chat a while ago, right? 19,000 members in here, okay? And as you guys can see, people were posting their services below. There was landscapers, handymans, all that sort of good stuff. And when you see these, this is a great opportunity to offer a free trial, okay? Go in the comment sections, message the owner of the company and tell them, hey, I want to help you grow. I seen you're posting in this group chat. I'm local to you guys as well. Just seeing if you guys were interested in maybe a week of free Facebook and Instagram ads. Easy way to bag them because you're already building that trust and credibility because you're in their area. You know, you can maybe go meet up with them, have a bite to eat, you know, talk about it, all that sort of good stuff, okay? Next thing is social media content. You guys know me from posting all over social media. I post 2 to 3 times a day, if not more. And I have 2 different pages. I have one for business, one for like my lifestyle, documenting my life, all that sort of good stuff. And this is my new page that I created right here. All right. It's called Ads Harley, at Ads Harley on Instagram and TikTok. If you guys want to go follow that, lots of free information and stuff on there for any of you guys that want to get into this. I made a video right here talking about how to run lead gen ads the right way. Okay. I made like I don't know, it was like a 3-minute long video right here on my TikTok account. You got 1,500 views. Is that a lot? Not very much. No. But what this does builds trust and credibility because I'm giving out free value to business owners. Okay. And what happens when you do that is you're going to get this thing called an inbound lead. Essentially a lead that comes straight to you rather than having to do cold outreach through Facebook, Instagram, or even cold calling, which we'll get into here in a second, right? An inbound lead looks something along the lines of this. This is somebody that messaged me after this video through Instagram saying, hey, my uncle has one of the largest auto and performance shops in AZ. He needs help with online marketing and bringing in clients. I hope you would be able to help me with that. Easy, right? They're already coming to me. They have that trust factor. And this video helped me do that, right? And the great thing about this is they usually aren't going to have many of these objections right here, which we'll talk about here in a little bit, right? But this builds trust and credibility. And with that, meaning that they're usually going to be easy to close and make money off of. And they're usually not going to really argue about any of your pricing because they already are coming to you and they feel comfortable with you. So they're willing to pay the price because you have that trust and you have those results behind you, okay? The next thing is cold calling. You can go on Google, Safari, whatever browser you use, type in Google Maps, type in any niche, and it'll pop up with that niche located near you. You click any of the cards, you call them up, use this script right here. You can type this in your browser right here. It's going to take you to a script I've created that's worked great. So many people have told me amazing like results they've had from actually using the script for cold calling. It works amazing. Honestly, I still use it to this day with some of my students. I'll put this in the comment section somewhere for you guys as well so you guys can access this, okay? Now, once you find these people, you start doing all these different outreach methods, right? I usually recommend sending out 50 messages on Instagram per day, spacing it out every couple hours so you don't get temporarily banned from Instagram. Doing at least 50 messages on Instagram, maybe a few Facebook group posts, definitely making social media posts 2 to 3 times a day minimum, by the way, if you really want to see crazy growth, okay? Friends and family is another one I forgot to mention, but going to your friends, family members, seeing if they have any sort of businesses. If your friend's a detailer, hit them up, offer a free week trial. You could probably land them. That's probably going to be your first client right there, okay? And as far as cold calling, I recommend doing like 50 calls a day easily. Like you got to be willing to put in the work if you want to see some crazy results like these people are right here, okay? And it even gets crazier. Like I said, I just couldn't include all of them into this video because it would take forever. So I just included some ones from literally the past couple of days, which is insane, okay? Now, number 2 is once you have these guys intrigued and you get them on a meeting, which is your next step, right? There's a few different things you got to do on that meeting. 1, understand their problem. 2, show them a solution. 3, present your offer. 4, handle any sort of objections. And 5, close and contract the client and ultimately get paid, hopefully, okay? Now, when you're understanding the problem, what most business owners have a problem with is that they don't have enough business. They don't have ads live, which you could check by Facebook ads library and seeing if they're running any sort of ads if you're not sure. And lastly, they're usually relying on referrals and word of mouth, which is not a consistent flow of traffic. So there's just no point in continuing to do that because it's just not going to make them money. And there's no sort of scalability there, which leads me into my next thing, which is their solution. Facebook and Instagram ads, okay? You're going to be getting high intent buyers because you're paying for the traffic, new source of traffic in general because they've probably never used it before. And the next one is predictability. You could see whether you're going to be getting more clients or not, whether you could see it on the ads manager. You can see whether the ads are performing good or they're just not doing great at all. And you can correct that accordingly, however you need to, okay? And the next thing is scalability, is referrals and word of mouth. You can't scale that. There's nothing you could do there, right? If you do organic content as well, another thing is you can't really, I mean, I guess you could scale organic content, but not really, right? Where you could see like consistent flow of leads and stuff like that from Facebook ads, whereas Instagram, it's random. It's all over the place. Your views are going to be all over the place. It's just something that's not predictable, right? Which ties into the scalability thing, okay? Next thing, once you kind of present your offer and you kind of explain to them, you know, maybe you're offering a free trial, all that sort of good stuff, or you're just quoting them a price. Let's say you're saying $1,000 a month, right? You're usually going to be getting what's called objections, all right? Objections are just the simplest way to say that they're finding an excuse because either they just are lazy and they don't want to move forward, or they don't want to grow their business, or they're just trying to get out of it somehow, all right? So they're going to give you a few different responses, and I've made answers to these right here so you can reply accordingly if you ever get these, because it's definitely going to happen, especially in your brand scaling journey at some point, all right? The first one is, I don't have the budget right now, which most of these business owners are going to look at this kind of like an expense rather than an investment, because they're not understanding that this is going to be a new source of getting leads for their business, all right? It's a literal investment for their business, not an expense. It's not something where they're just not going to get any sort of return off of it, right? It's just something that they can generally use to make more money, right? Number 2 is, I need to think about it. Let me sleep on it. Let's do a call next week. Let me follow back up with you. Send me an email with some of your results. It goes on and on, all right? If you ever hear this, you're probably never going to get a text back, never going to get a call back, never going to get an email, nothing. So you need to handle this on the spot. And you need to tell them, okay, well, what specifically do you need to think about? Is it the pricing? Is it the process? Is it the results? What is it that's making you need to think about it? And what can I do to kind of clear things up and make things easier for you to make a decision, right? So that's a great way to go about that. Number 3 is, I've tried to add before and they just didn't work for me, right? And I hear that from pretty much every single business owner, but it's usually not the ads themselves that was a problem. It was either the strategy that they were using, or they were just a shitty marketing agency, or maybe even a brand scaler. I don't know, all right? I've heard so many different stories from business owners where they've worked with other brand scalers in the past, and they're like, I had a freelance brand scaler and it didn't go good. So some of you guys got to step it up, okay? But number 4 is, can you guarantee any sort of results? Can you guarantee any sort of results? I'm sorry. I'm exhausted, all right? It's really 3 a.m. I'm not joking about that in the beginning, okay? I can't guarantee a specific number. Nobody can. If anybody says, I can for sure get you 100 leads on the dot by the end of this month, they're lying to you. You can't do that. You can't predict how many leads you're going to get. You can't do any sort of thing like that. So if you hear anybody say that, they're just giving you false promises. All right. So don't listen to that. And you need to explain that to the business owner. Okay. You could say, well, I have a proven strategy that works great, that works for other businesses just like yours. Gives them a little bit more of like a trust factor to it, right? And you can explain what that strategy is too to make them feel even more comfortable. Number 5 is, why should I pick you over somebody else? I get all these brand scalers, all these marketing agencies that hit me up every single day. Why should I choose you? Explain to them. I'm not trying to sell you a service. I'm looking to build something where I'm going off of performance, right? I'm willing to offer you that free trial. I'm showing you the system. I'm showing you everything you need here. And this is something that most people aren't going to have. Other brand scalers, other marketing agencies, you need to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, which we'll be getting into here in a second. But let's say you handle all objections and they're ready to go. They're ready to sign, either get paid or do a week free trial. Congratulations. All right. You just signed your first client, your first couple of clients, whatever the case may be. Amazing. Great job. Okay. Now, when you close these guys, there's 2 things you're going to need to do. 1, you're going to need to close them on a contract. Usually just use ChatGPT. That's the easiest way to go about it. Ask it to create you a contract. Make sure it's legally correct in the state that you're in, the term of the contract, the payment situation, the scope of services for both clients, all that sort of good stuff. Okay. Once that's all done, sign your name on it, get it through DocuSign, email it to them, get them to sign it. You're good to go. Okay. Number 3 on the 5-step formula is actually running the ads for the client, right? This is the most important part by far. Okay. You can get a client, you can make some money, but getting them to come back every single month and want to work for you and go refer them to your friends, all that sort of good stuff where you can bring in even more clients. It comes down to the ads. That's where the money's made. Okay. Now here's some settings I put right here for you guys. And honestly, I would just pause the video if you're not sure. I'm not going to go over all this because there's so much here. But, and I apologize for kind of the mess here. I moved some of the text around, so it kind of looks a little janky, but this is super, super important. Okay. I'm just going to go over the basic though. When you're actually creating the ads, your creatives are literally everything. Okay. What's in those creatives are essentially doing some of the targeting for you, which we'll talk about over here in a second. But as you can see here, here's where some of the targeting is. I usually say always go broad. Don't do interest. Don't do any sort of that stuff like that. It's really just outdated. So what's going to be done in the targeting is actually in the creatives. Okay. In your creatives is where all the targeting is going to be done. What service you're providing, where you're located, why you're different from these people. Okay. That does a lot of your targeting for you, because instead of having to go through Facebook and do all this sort of fun stuff where you're doing interest targeting, retargeting, all that sort of good stuff, I just recommend going broad. It's truthfully just the best converting campaign setup by far for me. I've just always went that way. All right. Now your offer is another really big thing. Okay. It's a big factor in your conversions as well for your actual clients. All right. For their leads, you need to be giving them a solid offer. If you're lost on how to create one, you can ask ChatGPT as well. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's the truth. That's usually how I create some of my offers, or just using some of the ones existing from my other clients. Some just example ones here I think I have for detailing is like 20% off your first service this week only, or you get a free quote, same day scheduling, interior detail, $99, right? Book today and get a free add-on service. Book today and you get your exterior half off when you do your interior, right? All that sort of good stuff. You just create that. Same thing goes for e-com. Buy one hoodie, get one free. Black Friday, 50% off. Black Friday was a couple days ago. Free shipping for the next 24 hours. Bundle and save 30% off. All that sort of good stuff, okay? Now, an example of what a really good creative looks like is like this right here. This is one of my clients right here, a detailing client. We were detailing this Maybach right here. We have some nice captions. We did all the targeting through where we're located. They're located in Arizona, who they detail, high-end premium car owners, all that sort of good stuff, right? So that's a great creative. And if you want to go watch this video, go to the ads library and go search up AZ Detail Dynasty. That is one of my clients right now. Go watch it for yourself. Let me know what you think. And truthfully, that one does great. As you guys can see here, we've gotten 114 leads at $9 cost per lead, $1,000 spent. Now, this originally was $5, and I have proof. I'll see if I can find it and put it in here in the video. But in Arizona, randomly like a week ago, it just decided to start raining, and that absolutely cooked our conversions because nobody wants to get a detail when it's pissing rain, right? Just doesn't make any sense. And as you can see here, I was monitoring and testing and optimizing for performance for these ads. It says it's a high performing creative. It's getting us good leads. Our CPL isn't too shabby. It was better before, but it was still doing good. And I was communicating that with my client. Now, another client here that I was communicating the results clearly with them and letting them know what's going on. This is literally yesterday, right? I said, ads did great. 4K day, not terrible. My ads did slightly better because they were running ads beforehand before working with me, and he wanted to put them side by side to see how they would go. And I said slightly better, but I really meant a lot better because he said right here, $4,000 is super high on a Sunday. Let's see what happens let's see what happens when Monday comes around. And that is today for Cyber Monday. I said, it'll warm up tomorrow. Don't worry. Because usually on Sundays and on the weekends, he has a software company, and on the weekends, it's just dead all the time. Like, we'll do a weekday where we rip like a $3,000 a day or $2,000 a day. But on weekends, a $4,000 day is crazy. And that's due to me. So I'm communicating that with him and letting him know, keeping him in the loop, all that sort of good stuff. Okay. Next part in the formula, super, super, super important. This is going to allow you to scale, get more clients, make more money. Okay. I have another few different little pillars for you guys. Number one is collecting screenshots plus proof of wins. Next one is getting video testimonials from clients, posting results consistently on social media, building credibility with story highlights plus website proof. You can see the first one right here. We did a $1,650 sale off of $109 spent for a jeweler that I'm working with, a 14.93 ROAS. Absolutely insane. I posted this on my social media, and I also posted it through my story highlights. Okay. Now, another thing is getting video testimonials from your clients. A great way to go about this is offering them some sort of discount on their next month on retainer. That's what I did. And here's a literal in-person testimonial from my clients posted on my agency website and my page, literally with both of them right here. My detailing clients, the AZ detailing people, we are sitting in front of a 720S right here, one of our clients and one of my friends. And it just builds credibility because they were saying some good stuff about me because it's true. We're making them a lot of good money. All right. Now, posting results consistently on social media. As you guys can see here, this is a really new video. I just did this like, I don't know, couple hours before I posted this video. I said we did a $4,000 day for the e-com for ads, and that ties down right here. Okay. So I built that, has some credibility, some trustworthiness because people are saying I'm actually generating real results. So they feel a little bit more comfortable when actually working with me. Right. And that also builds what's called credibility, which I mentioned earlier, building credibility with story highlights plus website proof. Okay. I have all this stuff on my website, but as you guys can see here, I also posted this other picture. Okay. This is another day where we did $4,800, almost a $5,000 day. And he said he has his best Friday in months. This is a Friday now, not a Sunday. So it's not the same one. After I created him a new offer for his product, tweaked the offer website and some other changes, and ripped a almost $5,000 day. And look, here's something you're going to see that not a lot of people have. Check the marketing tab. There's so many different highlights right here, which builds trust, right? People see that there's endless results. They're like, damn, this guy knows what he's doing. That's exactly right. So the more you have, the merrier. And in the fifth part on how to actually make money is you rinse and repeat this process. Once you are having results and you're getting consistent clients that come in, right? You're closing them, you know how to handle objections, everything. You're posting on social media. You have a personal brand, right? You're outreaching. You even have maybe even a team to help you. This is a easy process on how to actually make money with brand scaling. And I'll show you guys, right? Double down on what's actually working. If you're seeing that maybe one of your outreach methods is working great, continue to work on that. If you're seeing that you're getting a lot of views on social media, continue to post, all right? Raise your prices as well. If you grow, your agency is getting better, or you as a brand scaler, you're expanding, you're getting crazy results, you need to charge more money for your services. I mean, that's exactly right? At the beginning when I was running my agency and it was called Harley Marketing, I charged $1,500 for one client. But then as I grew and I built more trustworthiness on my social media and people seeing the results and then I'm a credible person, I can now charge $4,000 confidently and not have to worry about that every single month. All right. And you could just create more content from your wins. And that's overall going to build you a better personal brand because people are going to trust you. You have something to show for it. You're not just some random thinking that you know what you're talking about when you don't, right? It also builds more trustworthiness for any person that wants to work with you, right? It's a win-win situation. And lastly, the main thing is systemize everything so you can scale. AKA, what my company is called, is scalable. It's because I have a full team behind me that helps me with every single one of these things right here. I have people that go do outreach for me. I have people that go and do closing meetings for me. I have people that go run the ads for me. The only thing I'm pretty much doing now is posting the results of me and my agency, winning and generating people money, getting them sales or getting them bookings. And it looks great on me. And all I got to do is post on social media, make videos. People like me. They think I'm a credible person. I'm a genuine person, and they want to work with me. This is literally a 5-step formula right here that works absolutely amazing. It seems simple and dimmer down, but I'm telling you at the end of the day, this works. If you find people, you go and close them, you get comfortable with that, you know how to sign people, you run the ads the right way, which here you go. If you want to double check it again, feel free to zoom in, check out all the settings, whatever you need to do. All right. I'll make another video on how to actually run ads properly by showing you guys a video demonstration. Okay. You know how to run the ads the right way. You're going to generate them insane results. Okay. Once you post those on social media, people are going to come flocking to you, which is those inbound leads. All right. And if you do both inbound leads and outreach, you're going to absolutely print. That's what we do right now. I have people that come to me every single day from my social media posts. Not only that, we're also doing outreach. I have people that go and doing DM outreach. I have cold callers. I have people that are just reaching out. I have people that come and send me referrals all the time because they just think I'm a good guy and I do good work. It's a win-win situation. And this formula right here has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars off of brand scaling. It can do the same for you guys. If you guys genuinely go through this and you pay attention step by step and you read everything that I showed you guys in this video and you follow it, you guys are going to see though, the main thing, and I'm going to mention before I end off this video, is social media, guys. Please, 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 if you are becoming a brand scaler or you want to start a marketing agency, you are not going to succeed if you don't have a personal brand. If you're not getting behind that camera, talking, getting comfortable, you're just not going to win. Truthfully, at the end of the day, that's just the truth. I hate to break it to you guys, but that's just the truth at the end of the day. And if you're not willing to get uncomfortable to get yourself in these situations, and you're just not going to make money. It's just the truth at the end of the day. So that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm able to break down this 5-step process, because this is literally what I use right now to make me hundreds of thousands of dollars off brand scaling, and also thousands for my students as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I think it's super in detail, and I think you guys should really follow what I'm saying here. Please post content. Please share your results. Please make content on your results. Rinse and repeat the entire system. Grow out. Make a team. You can find people on social media, see other brand scalers, connect with them, build a team out, delegate a lot of these tasks for you that you don't want to do, make a team that will do it for you, and grow together as a team. So yeah, I pretty much just exposed exactly how to make real money with freelance brand scaling and how to do it the right way. If you guys are interested in learning a little bit more and working on brand scaling, not only just by yourself and trying to figure it out on your own, but learning with me, you guys can check out the first link in my description down below, which is my free training where I go a little bit more in detail in explaining what brand scaling is, how to actually target people, and as well as my journey. I recommend you guys check that out. Super, super solid information in there, completely free. As well as if you guys are looking to work with me one-on-one, like some of these people right here, and generate thousands of dollars off brand scaling and doing it the right way with weekly calls, my phone number, all that sort of good stuff, staying in connection with somebody who actually knows what they're doing, make sure to check out that second link down below, which is straight to my success circle where all these people are getting these crazy wins. 7 meetings in one day, Rolex, 2 clients in the same day, $500 retainers, thousands of dollars, right? 15-year-olds in there, right? People from Europe. By the way, Kelvin's from Europe, all right? $3,000 in 5 days, doing $20,000 a month, all right? And myself, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars closed from clients doing this formula right here. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super raw and authentic, just showing you guys absolutely everything and what actually works today to actually make money with brand scaling. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have an amazing rest of your day or night. See you in the next one. God bless.